Hi Jan, this is mostly for your benefit, but I've just come off a video call with David to show him all of this, and I'm going to explain in a video what I need to do for these two dugouts. That's the big one, and then there's another one there at Bath Rugby. And looking around here, if you look in the distance very carefully, there are all our old pads from about 2011 or 10, I think we did those. Still going strong at this club all the way around two of the stands, so that's pretty good news. Anyway, let's get back to this. This is the design that I want to do for this particular setup. So we're going to make two end pieces for, well, there'll be four in total, but two for each dugout. These are going to be this profile, this shape, and about 100 mil or normal thickness, like 100 mil thick coming out there. That is just going to be one piece. Before I complex it by doing what I'm going to do at the front, I'll explain that in a minute. So that's going to be this one piece. We're going to put a flap on it, an eyelet flap, around this profile all the way to the bottom, so that they can either Velcro it, or what I suggest will be to zip tie it down onto this Perspex shell. It's really down to them. We can only do so much in the fabrication of the foam, but I think their best bet, I mean, they could Velcro it, but ultimately it's just a pad that's going to come up to this point. I'm not going to come out on the side pads because I'm going to do the front separately, but it's going to come out and protect up to here. We might actually just put a little bit of something on the top there as well. So that's that. On this side of it, what we're going to do is have a Velcro strip all the way down. This is 50 mil Velcro all the way down the front here, so that the piece that's going to go on the front, which is going to be an L shape like that, if you look at my hand. So we've got an L-shaped piece of foam with vinyl on it that's going right up there all the way to the floor. And then on the end of that L shape, there'll be male Velcro, which can fold round and flap on there, so it seals the vertical front to the sides. So that's the ends sorted out. Oh yes, on the other side of the L piece, on the inside, because we've got this structure here where the Perspex is to the outer and the frame is to the inner, we can just run the L piece round here, and then it'll just, if we put Velcro down this internal seam of the steel frame, we can just Velcro on to the seam there, and they can just trim out the bits that they don't need where that is. So all going to be drawn up, so that all makes sense. Right, for the top, for this section, I've got nothing to go through here because the Perspex goes right under this metal framework. So the only way to build this is to make a square C shape. So where's my hand? So it'll be a C shape, and it's going to go onto the beam like that. So it'll be 50 mil above here. It'll be coming out 50 mil in front of the beam, so that section's going to be 100 mil, and then it's going to come down 50, well, it's actually going to have to come down a bit more than that to protect the underside, and then the C section will go in there. So this dimension, this top front bit's going to be about 150, a bit more, and then the C bit of foam will just slot onto that, so it's holding it solidly. It'll Velcro down at the top, and then underneath it'll come up from the foam section and Velcro on there. I'm just going to cut a piece of cardboard to show you that, and then it will Velcro all the way along there. And then we've got cross beams, so we have to do it in sections, which I'm going to measure out. But there'll be, I think, about 14 of those. So yeah, hopefully not too much of a difficult job, but that kind of gives you an idea before I send my designs up for what you need to cut and what you need to shape. That's what we've basically got to do. We've got to do them all by the 26th of September. So this is one we're going to have to, once the designs are done, hopefully I can make it so that you can cut it up pretty quickly. And then I just need to find out what's being printed on them, if anything. Righty-ho, that's me. I hope you're having a lovely time in Rhyl, and I shall look forward to talking to you when everything's back to normal at work. Love you, lots of love, bye.